Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Friday, May the 10th, 2024. Happy Friday. I hope this Friday finds you safe and healthy, and it finds your family safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders, who every day are saving lives. Those also that pick up garbage, keep our streets, sidewalks, cities clean and disease free. Those that make deliveries of things like mail, people, food, water for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also the victims of prostitution, child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, sex slavery. Double curses on all the perpetrators of these things. Double curses on those who actually profit from these things. And double curses on the perverts that create the demand for all of these things. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, children, families, veterans, homeless in the United States of America. And there are millions of people around the world in either similar conditions or worse conditions. Blessings upon all of them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight. The New York Knicks are scheduled to play Indiana Pacers. Now, well, I won't be watching the game tonight, but I'm definitely recording it, and I will be rewatching it tomorrow. Win, lose, or draw. Well, there'll be no draw. Now, the Knicks are up 2-0. Interesting. The Celtics and Cavaliers are tied at 1. Okay? The Thunder and the Mavericks are tied at 1 after the Mavericks won last night. And then, of course, the Timberwolves are 2-0 up on the Nuggets. Now, of course, with the Knicks, as has been all season, they're going to be shorthanded tonight. No Mitchell Robinson. Of course, no Julius Randle. No OG Anunoby. Jalen Brunson is questionable. Now, let's talk about what we already know. They have overcome adversity all season long. And it was good, as we mentioned back in February, that Deuce and Precious was getting heavy minutes, 40 minutes some nights, more, because it would help them to be ready for this situation, a playoff situation where they're going to be called upon to play heavy minutes. They're both ready. Now, the Indiana Pacers are at full strength, and they would have no business losing this game in Indianapolis. This is the important game for them. If the Knicks were to beat them tonight, this series is over. Period. End of story. Okay, it'd be 3-0, and eventually the Knicks would win one out of the next 4. Now, the likelihood is the Knicks will lose this game. But I am very confident in Precious and Deuce to come forth and again prove all the haters and doubters wrong, as they've been doing all season. Now, also, Jalen Brunson is listed as questionable with his foot. Now, we in New York, we know JB. If JB could walk, he's going to be out there. And if he's out there, he going to ball. Okay? Period. So I wouldn't be surprised, though. Now, we have several options here. Okay? There's several options. And this is the thing. A lot of y'all be pushing forward what you want the Knicks to do. And if they don't do what you want them to do, then they're doing wrong, as if y'all know what you're talking about, which most of you don't. Just saying. But there's 3 options Thibodeau has here. He's either going to play 6 guys, which means the starting 5, which probably includes Precious and Deuce coming off the bench. He's going to play 6 guys. Or he's going to play 7th guy, which means it's going to either be Alec Burks or Jericho Sims, because those are your only real 2 guys available. And all of you amateurs that keep mentioning Toppin, stop it. He's not playing. This is the league. This is the playoffs in the league. It ain't time for rookies. I want to see Toppin get a few minutes. Y'all need to calm down with that foolishness. We trying to win. We trying to get to the ECF here. Okay? Let Toppin sit on the bench and learn, and we'll be all right. Now, he'll either go 6 or he'll go 7, which will include either Jericho Sims, who's next in the pecking order, or Alec Burks. I would think Sims, especially with the shorthandedness of Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby along the front line, you're still going to have Josh Hart, who's going to be 48-minute Josh Hart, but you're still going to have Josh Hart. So we're going to have to see how he's going to work that. But I'm thinking Precious would probably start, and then you're still going to need backup to Precious and Hartenstein, which means Sims. Okay. Then he can go with 8, which means, and I don't think when I say 8, necessarily all 8 guys are going to get 10 minutes or more. I'm thinking with the Sims and Burks situation, you don't know what Tibbs going to do, but both of them might get some minutes. Okay, let's put it that way, depending on how Jalen Brunson is feeling. But there's no doubt that both Precious and Deuce, no matter which one starts, are going to get more than 30 minutes tonight. Both of those guys are. And so it doesn't matter which one starts. Now, the problem with the Knicks is, again, and it's been this way before this playoff, the Knicks, especially Deuce is their best perimeter defender, period. But he has had trouble keeping TJ McConnell out the paint. And that's a key to the Knicks defense. That's why Tibbs' defense is predicated on a rim protector, because that discourages people getting in the paint. And then you add a perimeter defender like a Deuce to a rim protector, and you have the makings of a Tom Thibodeau defense. Now, no Mitch Rob, but Hartenstein is a good rim protector. He really is a good all-round 5, okay? And by the way, they're going to re-sign him this summer, so y'all can stop tripping about that. Some of y'all, see, it reminds me of Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. is a multiple weight champion. He was champion as middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight. And while he was, I think, the light heavyweight champion back in the 90s, they did a documentary, little thing on him, a blurb on him. And one of the things he said, he said he gotta, he said, I just need to hit some. I need to hit some, every day. And so he had this big heavy bag in his house, and he said, I need to punch some. Some of y'all are like that on the Knicks Nation. You need to punch somebody. You need to have something negative to say. You need to hurt something. So it's got to be the Knicks, right? It's got to be Tibbs or down on Deuce or down on the team. Some of y'all just like that. And most of y'all aren't, but some of y'all, Anyway, so I'm not down on any of them. I think we'll be all right. Whether Tibbs goes 6, whether he goes 7, whether he goes 8, it'll be all right. Any of those guys. I like Sims, and I like even Burks Bum. Burks Bum is good when pressed into service, like a situation like this. Especially you give him 5 to 8 minutes, I think that'll be good for him. And then, of course, you got Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, who actually, Dante has been playing stellar perimeter defense as well. And so Precious is a tremendous defender, rebounder, and he can score too. So we got what we need tonight. What has happened is Carlisle thought that because they go run 10, generally they run 9 or even 10, Indiana, they could wear the Knicks down. And they still lost. So if he keeps with that, he's going to be running a very dangerous strategy to think, oh man, no OG, let's wear him down. He tried that twice. They came with their best shots. They had Halliburton score 30 last time. They got all kind of assists, 30 plus assists. They scored over 100-something points. And they lost. So I'm liking the toughness of the Knicks. I'm not saying the Knicks should be favored tonight. What I am saying is, bring it on. That's all I'm saying. The Knicks been dealing with this all season. Win, lose, whatever. Bring it on. I'm very happy with what we got, whether it's 6, whether it's 7, or whether it's 8. Bring it on. I think we'll be in good shape. I'll be watching the game tomorrow night, but I'm going to be proud of the Knicks regardless, because they're going to come out for 48 minutes and fight, number one. Because they're going to keep coming, number two. And that's where Carlisle made a mistake. They all think they were looking for time to relax. They think, oh, we had a 10-point lead, we can get him now. Oh, we good, we can get him now. We got 10-point lead in the third quarter, we can get him now. Oh man, Jalen Brunson's out, we got him now. And every single time, the Knicks keep coming. You see, this is what having a guy, a superstar like Jalen Brunson helps in this regard. There's many facets. Obviously, his scoring, his leadership on the floor, but also, if you notice, guys like Deuce are picking up footwork from Jalen Brunson. Okay? The whole team believes they can win any game, regardless of the score, led by Jalen Brunson. Hart believes that. Devo, Deuce, they all believe that. No matter what, they feel they can win. Even with 6 guys, they feel like, let's get it done. Let's go in there and win. The next man up mentality from Tom Thibodeau, along with the leadership of Jalen Brunson, and Brunson is basically Thibodeau on the floor. That has permeated the spirit of the team. It's a very special thing we have. So they believe no matter what the score, they can be down 20, they can be down whatever, they feel like they can come back and win the game. Also, there's a continual, we're coming at you. We're just going to keep coming. Oh, we might be down, we might be up in the second quarter, we might be down, might be up in the third. We're going to keep coming. We just keep coming. And Indiana has not been able to respond to that up to this point. And is led by Jalen Brunson because Shepard and Nembhard are good defenders. Somebody said, well, they should have T.J. McConnell. It wouldn't matter. If you had T.J. McConnell trying to guard Jalen Brunson for more than the time he's gone, he'd foul out. He'd foul out by the third quarter. Okay? Nembhard is the best guy they got to try to guard him. Okay? Then Shepard. Shepard's an excellent defender. And I knew that coming into the series. I think I was trying to tell some of you. Yeah, but if you don't, like Big L said, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Them dudes can defend. So they haven't figured out how to guard Jalen Brunson. And they tried to double him, and then DiVincenzo gets 5 threes. And don't let Hart or Deuce be feeling they 3. Don't let they 3 be wet. Then you got a problem. And then, of course, there's the hard-nosed defense. So I know we're shorthanded. Yes, we need OG. Let OG rest that hammy. The Knicks are close to the vest about how bad the hammy is. We don't know if it's a major strain. I don't think I don't think like the worst hamstring thing is when the hamstring actually separates from the bone and the muscle is really jacked up. Well, he's done then, but I don't think it's that. So I'm thinking he probably needs again tonight. Let's see how he feels Sunday. If the Knicks win this game tonight, then I'd give OG Sunday off and let OG try to come back on Tuesday if we could do it that way. So this is a big game for the Knicks. It's a big game for Indiana for multiple reasons, as I said. And so we're going to see how this happens tonight. But one thing for sure, they're going to keep coming. They're going to play 48 minutes. They're going to grind. That's going to happen, right? Y'all enjoy the game, no matter what the outcome. I don't want to hear Tibbs should have did this, the Knicks should have did that. I don't want to hear from you amateur coaches. Enjoy the game. Just say, man, the Knicks did great, period. Sure.